Hey guys, welcome back to my playthrough of Super Mario Transcending the Rainbow. And in this episode, we're going to officially be starting Overworld 2. And to start off, we have a bit of a kind of a spacey level, but I don't know, it's doing its own thing. It is called Starship Voyager, so that does sound like a spacey level. I've heard a couple of people say this feels like a KBRX level. So we'll see about that. I'm not sure if that's gonna like hold up, but yeah. So we also have some we have some like overall jumps to even get there. Yeah, the overworlds are getting harder, so I'm probably gonna start making more like save states at like once I actually reach like a level, because I only want to do that once, you know. It's like not the kind of thing I want to repeat 100 times. Luckily in Kaizo, you're actually allowed to just make a save state. I think you just have to reach like each level entrance once, if you're being technical about it. Oh yeah, this also has KBRX music too. So yeah, the KBRX thing is kind of fitting. Although I don't know, this first star I did doesn't feel that much like KBRX. It's kind of just because I think KBRX, I think really gimmicky stuff. Which I don't know. This star is kind of just hard. Like, it's not really gimmicky. It's just hard. So we have a spiral wall kick, which by the way, I'm like, I know I just nailed that jump, but I'm like famously bad at those. So I'm a little, when I saw it, that was a jump and it's like early on in the level, I was a little worried. I'm like, oh, this could be a problem, but maybe not. I just think it's tricky, those jumps. You have to like basically like memorize a pattern of like what wall jumps to do. It's kind of annoying. All right, so here we have a bit of a long jump. Kind of, yeah, it's something like that. Good enough. Nice. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3 taps on the D-pad for this part. 2. I do a lot of camera flips there. You know I am about camera flips. So from here on out, so I'm actually towards the end of the star already, but I feel like from here on out, the star is actually like really hard, unfortunately. I'm gonna try for like that. Yeah, I have a strat there where like I dive off that platform and like, I get enough speed from the dive where like, it carries me onto that. But it's tough. But the reason why I had that strat is because there's like a really bad like snuffit in the worst spot. But I don't know. Honestly, that strat might not be very good. I die to it a lot. But at least I'm not dying to a snuffit. Take that. But yeah, by the way, you can probably tell there, I have a strat for those wall kicks that does like very minimal wall kicks. Like if you think about it, I only do like 3 wall kicks. And that's just because I'm not good at those, so I'm gonna do the least amount of wall kicks I possibly can. Where I can still get the jump. I feel like I'm good. I'm gonna be fine at getting up to this point, but then, yeah, the actual like business end of the star is pretty hard. And by business end, I mean like the half of it, and it's like not in reds, you know. That was just a straight ledge grab. Right, come on. Nice. So what was my problem last time? I feel like I need to be a little bit, maybe like a hair more looking this way. I'm gonna try that. Okay. That did not look like it was gonna make it. Alright. Oh my gosh. I did not trust that for a second. Okay. Alright. Jeez. Alright. This is the last jump here, but unfortunately, it's also challenging. Alright, lock in. Nice, 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 nice. I gotta say, I did pretty well in that store considering how hard those ending jumps are. It's pretty damn good. Dude, I feel like ever since I started Bowser 1, I've been turning around my performances a little bit, you know? It's just, let's maintain this good form and good, mindset, you know? Alrighty, time for a cube star. So I think this star is actually a little easier than the last one I just got, but it does have another very tricky ending. I just think this one um, I think the last jump's hard, but I think getting up to it isn't really that bad. So yeah, I think the last star is probably harder, as I said. But being that I know Cerium is a big SNR fan, this star definitely reminds me of something that would be in like QQ. And if you don't know that level, that's the level where like everything is a block, kind of like Minecraft. So we're gonna start going down the same path, but we're gonna make a bit of a detour. So at this jump, by the way, I should mention it. Those like red and white blocks, like they remind me of like Donkey Kong, you know? Can't be the only one who thinks that. So here we have to do a bit of a triple jump dive, because if you did a triple jump wall kick, you would get totally nailed by that guy. Here we have a bit of an interesting momentum jump, actually. And if you sometimes you ledge grab this cube, if you wall kick, you just have to hold back, and then you kind of rub off that one. It's a bit strange, but actually not too bad. All right, here's actually the last jump, but it's a doozy. So, all right. So kind of come here. Oh boy. Ah, damn it! Kind of dropped it and put there. So that was actually the I already got to like the very end, but those last wall kicks are pretty problematic because there's a bunch of cubes and they're all like right next to each other, like right on each other. So there's a lot of points where if you hit it, you fall sledge grab. So you have to like really. I'm gonna do a lot of camera flips for that part, and camera flips can kind of mess you up. As they did that attempt. I can get this done. I'm not super worried about, because any star where you can like comfortably get to the last jump, I'm not too worried about. It's only when there's like multiple hard parts like throughout the star, then I'm like, all right, this could be a problem. You know, if it's just the last jump, I'm just like, all right, whatever. Eventually, I'm just gonna get it. Little wall kick ledge grab there. All right, keeping it interesting. I like it. All right. See, look, I'm back here already. Okay. All right, nice and easy. Nice, 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 nice. Dude, I think both stars 1 and 2, I've only had like one death on the ending, which is very good considering how hard they felt in practice. Speed Cube Escapade. Very nice. All right, let's get back. Let's get back in this pipe, shall we? Alrighty, guys. So this next star, it's one I don't love this star, to be honest with you. It utilizes like a gimmick that I've never been a fan of, and honestly, like whenever it shows up, I'm kind of just like, ugh. But it is what it is. It's not that bad. I'll let you know when I get to it. So we still start the level this way, but this time we're gonna do I guess I don't know what you call this actually, kind of a crossover. We're gonna do these wall kicks. So I'm kind of going up. I like this camera, by the way, for these wall kicks, because as long as you're low on one, you can just do a light tap and then you'll be good on the other two. I don't know if that made any sense. If you played this game, it probably did. Alright, so see this scaffolding? This is kind of like the area for the star. So yeah, the start of the star is fine. We'll kind of get into the gimmick parts soon. We have a first two all there. Looks like we'll have to come up there for a red. But that's not, won't be too bad to go there for reds, you know? I think. This part's a little awkward. Like long jump around that. So this is the part I'm not huge on. So there's like the scaffolding part. And for some reason to like be able to run on it, you have to like get a ground pound. Like I have no idea how it works. It's one of those like weird Mario 64 things. Oh shit! I'm supposed to get a triple jump and I totally fucked it up. Yeah, but that's like the only hard jump in this star, but it's pretty hard. It might end a lot of attempts. I feel like all three of the first three stars in this level have kind of been like that, where it's just like one hard jump. But like getting to it, it's not that bad. It's hard, but it's more so like jank, I would say. Yeah, but I feel like getting there won't be too bad. I don't like that. Okay. It's a little sus, but we'll take it. So, oh yeah, little fun fact. Every main course from now to the end of the game, like the red coin star is like listed. So I guess we're past the point of no return where we're like everything's gonna be a list star. But good news is the reds in this level are actually ranked a little lower than Bowser 1 reds. So according to that, we won't be looking at a harder star for this game yet. So that's good at least. Bowser 1 reds I got in like 10 minutes, so I should feel me with confidence, right? Bro, why can't I get a triple jump? Thank you. Okay. So let me just get a little better positioning. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna please work. Oh, I hate that. That was probably so close. Once I get that jump, I think I can get the star. But rip. It's hard because I actually don't think you're supposed to do that. That ledge grab I do. I don't know why. I couldn't figure out what you're supposed to do in practice, so I just did that. But it doesn't like. For some reason, you just know when you're doing unintended stuff, you know. And I feel like that's not intended. I have a sixth sense called intendedness scent. I don't know, but I just like know I'm not doing a jump the way I'm supposed to do, you know? At the very least, I know like the jumps up until this red coin, I feel like none of them are bad. So I'm not worried about that red. Oh, there's a red here. I totally didn't. I actually didn't notice that, I swear. I don't think it's. I think it's still not an issue, really. Ah, yeah. That part's like that whole part is really awkward. Because you have to like, because I go for like a totally like straight 90-degree angle there. Or not 90-degree. I don't know how you describe it, but like I'm parallel to the wall. So I have to like strain a lot for those wall kicks. Shit. Yeah. When I get to that point, I want to just hold A, but you actually kind of can't. I feel like if I was making a hack, I would try to like do everything I can to make every jump satisfying. So like, for example, that jump, I feel like it would feel a lot more satisfying if you can like just hold A at the end there, you know? I mean, I guess you could if you were lower. Shit. See, it's awkward because I didn't. Now I tried to go lighter, but then I was lower, so then I didn't make it. So that's the problem, isn't it? You know, you have to somewhere in the middle. All right, at least this is the first turn that's kind of giving me trouble, and it's not even that bad. I could do like. Nah, I don't think I want to do that though. There we go. I feel like if I'm really locked in on that jump, it shouldn't be too bad. We have quite a lot of red coins. We have -6, so that'd be 14. So I ain't messing around. No, damn it! I should have done more juice. More juice is required. Shit. It's not bad. In a couple minutes, I might start cutting on this star. But we'll see. I was hoping I wouldn't have to. And it's short, so I wouldn't even be cutting out a lot, but I don't want like 1-star path to get too boring, you know? I have like a natural like time where I know I should start cutting, but once I like stop talking and I just have nothing to say, at that point I'm like, all right, it's getting cut out. So I guess if there's a day where I was just feeling super talkative, I might skewer the chances of a cut. That was good. Ah, dude, come on, man. It's so annoying. Yeah. I probably could have expected this from practice. Maybe I'd hope to do a little better. Like that whole part is everything I do there is really uncomfortable and annoying. I mean, I should have definitely ledge grab that at least one of the two last times I got there. I haven't really played that well in that part. Dude, what? Yeah, I'm gonna... Maybe I'll get back there one more time and then I'll start cutting. Alright. But yeah, I said during the last 2 stars, I'm like, this doesn't really feel like that much of a KBRX star or level, but I feel like this star kind of does a little bit. Alright, let's get serious here. Okay. Actually back here. Come on, dude. I like that. Okay. Let's do this. Yes, okay. Alright, lock in. Alright, last jump. Okay. Just gotta backflip into the star. Nice. Alright, you know what? That wasn't terrible. That was like 12 minutes. I'll take that. Once I got serious on that star, it didn't stand a chance. Time for star 4. I gotta say, this star, I don't think it's as bad as the last few, and I also like it a lot more. I think it's pretty cool. There's one section in particular that I think I have to do in reds, but I really like it. So I'm gonna shout that out when I get to it because it feels really satisfying to do. And I bet even if I told you, if I didn't tell you which one it is, I bet you would be able to guess because it just looks cool. So we're gonna start off going the same way here. And then we actually have to go that way up there. But I'm gonna take a certain way to get there. That I thought was just like made sense. Cause I don't wanna have to get a triple jump dive on that little platform. So I figured I'm like, you know what, might as well do this, right? Because I'm probably gonna do this for reds anyway. So it makes sense. Because little pro tip for like any beginning players, if you kind of do stuff that you have to do for reds like earlier on, it makes it easier later because you already learned it, you know. So sometimes when I'm doing a level, I'll actually specifically play the level like I'm doing reds already, even though I'm on normal stars. So this is the section I really like. So we have these slopes, and you have to like kick off them and like land on like another slope, which I thought was really cool. And then we go into a wall kick section here where we have some interesting angles. As you can see there is a red, so I think I'll be doing that part for reds, which, you know what, I'm not super intimidated about. I know I could do that section. Camera got a little finicky there, but not unbearably bad. And here's our final section. Kind of reminds me a little bit of some of those slope jumps in Bowser 1. Oh, nice. I wasn't sure if I was going to get that one, you know, like my wall kick wasn't that good. Was that first try? I think it was. Yeah, like I said, that one didn't feel bad. Oh, look how many stars I have. Funny number. I should just leave it at that. Not get any more stars ever. Skadoosh. Alrighty. So now I'm gonna do. I could have done star 5, but I decided I'm actually gonna go for star 7, the short star, the speed star, because it's right near the area where I just was. So I'm like, you know what? Might as well actually just do that now, right? It's actually got a pretty challenging like jump to get into the area. So this is one area where I really don't want to I really want to make sure I don't accidentally load a save state, because I would not want to have to get back here. Let's just put it that way. Because, like I said, it's kind of near the last star area I did, and it's like there's a hard jump to get there. So definitely only want to do this once. Okay. Yeah, and I hope this doesn't take. If this doesn't take too long, I'll probably be able to get star 5 in the same video. But if this takes a while, yeah, I might have to do it. I might have to start the next episode with star 5. Because I gotta be honest, I just played this one in practice. This one's a bit tricky. It's not. I don't think it's the worst one I've done, but it's definitely one of the harder ones. So we get here. To do a chain long jump. Yeah, it's a really hard chain long jump, because like I have such a small like platform to stand on. Getting to this area for star 7 is like a challenge in itself, which I guess is something. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that actually, because I felt like in some of the earlier courses. He specifically made like the entry to the star 7 like pretty like easy and close to spawn. So I don't know how I feel about like it being like actually hard. It feels like this like level entry or this like area entry is like its own star in a way. Yeah, I don't really know if that's a good thing. But I guess it's only natural as this game gets harder that might start being the case. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? See, look how tight this space is. I mean, I could try to do it side cam. I could try like that. Okay, that was a better idea. Okay, once I changed that camera, that was better. Alright, now I have to really, really make sure I do not load the save state ever. I need to, like, glue my fingers down. So the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to, like, stand on the switch and F4 it. The reason is I have a little setup. Alright, so got some pretty intricate wall kicks here. Oh! Oh, that was almost first try. Oh, dude, if I first tried that one, wow. Because I never actually even got it in practice. I just got really close. Wow, dude. Alright, that fills me with some confidence, not gonna lie. Now I know I can get this. Shit. Alright, maybe I could try to just speed this up. Maybe I could do like... Yeah, I don't think I have to like wait every time. Dude, that was clean. Third try. Where did my consistency come with that? In practice, I was getting kind of murdered. Like I said, I never actually got it in practice. I just got close once. And I was like, I guess I'm good to do it. Damn, that was clean. Well, I'm definitely going to be doing Star 5 this episode now. Thanks to that performance. Damn. And now for the last star this episode, before I wrap things up. So there's actually a different path you're meant to take for this star. I just passed it actually. Okay, that was funny. I just got a little glitchy wall kick on that weird angle or something. Anyway, so yeah, these purple wall kicks are actually supposed to take those wall kicks and go down a different path. But the thing is, I was watching like Morningstorm's. I was watching Morningstorm's video of this level, and I noticed for red coins, he just jumps down anyway. So I was kind of like, well, if you just jump down in reds, I guess I might as well just jump down when I'm doing normal stars, you know? And that means I didn't have to learn a path, because I could just do that. I could just do that. So I'm like, maybe it's a little lazy, because I kind of made myself like, I didn't have to learn as many sections. But I was like, why not? It is definitely lazy, though, like, I'll be the first to admit. But it might make getting the star a little easier. So this star has a very challenging chain long jump. Ooh, I got it, nice. Yeah, so the one good thing about those chain long jumps is they're up the right spacing where you can kind of just hold forward. But damn it, I almost got it actually. But it's still easier said than done because you need like a lot of speed. So even though you just have to hold forward, really, you could still easily die. I actually almost got that star because there's really only like one more hard part where I died. So yeah, pretty short. Not this one's not should be too bad. Let's see here. And yeah, I just get to do more of the path I already know. This path. At this point, I've done it for like I don't even know how many stars. Probably like 3 now. Yeah, because I kind of forget about star 7, but you do have to like go down this path just to get to star 7. Alright. We'll jump down here. You know, I'm just realizing I could probably even jump down a little further, but that's okay. I get to practice this jump. Because if I triple jump up there, then I could just hop down on this great thing. I just realized that. But yeah, it's fine though. I think I'm already skipping enough. Ooh. Wow. Dude, that was really close. I did not think I was going to get that. In fact, I feel like I was almost like ready to like load the state, you know? I like that firstie there. You don't need a firstie there, but let's just say it helps. Nice. I think I'll have this star. So we have a bit of a I don't know, an assortment of boxes, but the real one is of course the one off the edge, because why not? Nice. I gotta say that I feel like the normal stars went very smoothly. I think the longest one was probably star 3, just because it had that weird gimmick. But these went really well, so I'm glad I was able to take all these out this episode. So next time we're gonna come back and we're gonna do the red coins, which are on the list. So even though these normal stars got kind of destroyed, you have to take list stars seriously, you know. So alright, that's all for this episode. So thank you guys for watching and take care. Bye.